Hola bonitas, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review and demo on this right here. So the reason I want to review and demo this is Catrice just launched a Magic Shaper face palette. Se ve así. Look at that. Does this not remind you of some high-end ones that are like over $80? Right? Like if I can do my full face with this little $8 palette, I mean, dámelo por favor. So if you want to see how I transform my face with this $8 palette, then please go ahead and continue watching. You guys know I love finding really great affordable products. So whenever I can find really great affordable products, I'm gonna share them con ustedes. So like I said, this is from Catrice. They did send this over to me in a PR package, and this caught my eye the most out of everything. So this says that it is a 6 lightweight silky formula in one palette, face palette. It's an all-in-one, features bronzer, blush, and highlighter shades to seamlessly blend and has buildable coverage. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm going to be taking these colors and starting to, you know, warm up the face. So let me actually clip my hair back un poquito más así so that it's really out of the way. And now we're gonna begin working on the face. So the first thing we're gonna go ahead and do, of course, is we're going to warm up la carita. So I'm gonna take these two bronzer shades aquí. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just, I think I'm gonna start off con este. It's my dog, by the way. Just wants to make his presence be known. And I'm gonna begin warming up here on my forehead. And we're just gonna do one side first, and then we're gonna go in with the other side. Okay, I was actually worried that this color was going to be too intense, and that's the lighter shade of the two brown bronzer shades. But it actually is blending really, really nicely. So now let's take it down here. It's a very creamy formula. It's not a thick formula at all, so I really do appreciate that. I find it blending really nicely, and you can already tell the difference with having the bronzer on and not having it on, but it doesn't look like a very obvious intense difference. Like, it looks really pretty and just very wearable. I have that, así. I do want to go in with the deeper shade just to kind of see how that works, but I think first what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm gonna take, let me start off with this shade right here, the deeper shade. I'm gonna take a little bit of that, and I'm gonna use that to create a little bit of some nose contour. No mucho, just a little bit. I'm not really seeing a huge difference, but I think it's because I'm working very lightly with the product. So I'm like, I don't want it to be too noticeable. Okay, now you can see it. Yeah, so I pressed a little bit deeper, but not too deep because I didn't want it to be too obvious, but that did a pretty good job of snatching the nose a little bit. And we did go in with the deeper shade. I was a little nervous about going in with the deeper shade just because with the deeper shade, I just don't know. This is my first time trying this palette, so I don't know if it's gonna be super intense or if it's gonna be just right. And I feel like it's actually just right for the nose contour. I thought about going with the lighter shade, but I feel like the lighter shade works better to warm up like my face as a whole. And then the deeper shade works really nice to kind of add a little bit more warmth to the nose and kind of structure it un poquito mejor. So now that I have that, I'm actually impressed with that. I'm impressed with how it worked. It also doesn't look muddy. Like, it looks very healthy, which I do appreciate a lot. Okay, so now we have these two shades right here to go in for blush. I don't want to go in for the red one. I think I want to go, actually, I don't know, maybe I will go in with that one because I feel like this one kind of would complement the eyes a little bit better than going with the more pink shade. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And I'm going to be taking this little brush and going in with that like red shade a little bit, or I don't even know what to call that shade because it's not, maybe like corally shade. Okay. Oh, that looks really nice. Wow. Okay, Catrice. This is something that I appreciate. Everything's blending out really well. I also do appreciate the fact that they're not like intensely pigmented where you're like, oh my gosh, Like this is a lot, you know? I feel like these are just really customizable and buildable to your liking, and I really do appreciate that. So look at that. So we have bronzer, we have nose contour, we have, I should have just done the nose contour on one side, but I feel like for the nose contour, you need to see the whole thing. So that's what I did. And I actually really like this nose contour. I'm a huge fan of the Fenty Beauty Matchstick for my nose contour. That's what I always use. But this, I actually really like. It looks very soft. Okay, so we have those. Now we have here some highlight shades. So I think for the highlight, I'm gonna mix both of them because I feel like they are colors that you could like mix. And I'm just gonna take my finger, así, and I'm going to just apply them like that. Ooh, that is so pretty. The shades do not look patchy whatsoever, so I really do appreciate that on these. Esto me está gustando. So we pretty much used all the shades except for this one right here. Honestly, I'm the type of girl that because these are creams, I would use that on my lips a little bit, you know, and see how that works. And I may do it like that, but I just want you to see the difference between having the product on this side and not having anything on this side. I mean, you can see the difference. I love using stuff like this because immediately it completely transforms the face. So these are formulated without fragrance, without parabens, without microplastic particles. The benefits of this is that they're creamy, easy to blend. Check. Definitely feel like they're creamy and easy to blend. A natural glow finish. I definitely feel like I'm getting just a natural glow finish. It says cruelty-free and vegan. So I really, really like this. Okay, bonita. So I want to show you guys how I did it a little bit more intensely de este lado. Like I use the deeper shade to warm up so that you guys can see the difference of maybe going in with more product if that's your preference, and also what a difference a brush makes. If you want to go a little bit more heavy-handed, you can go in with a little bit more of a dense brush, and that's going to really allow for you to have a little bit more color. And I just wanted to show you the difference. So this side we went in with the brown on this edge, and then on this side we went in with the deeper brown. If you want to blend it out a little bit more, you can go in with a fluffier brush. Now, for this side I went a little bit more intense too with the blush. So we shall see how that blends because I did use a little bit more. But like always, if you use too much blush, you could always go in and diffuse it out with a damp sponge just to make it a little bit softer. But I wanted to really show you the difference of how nice and customizable this product is, because on this side we went in with little product, not a lot, and we got this gorgeous, just very natural, effortless blush moment. Then on this side where we went in with more blush, it looks a little heavier, as you guys can see, and there's nothing wrong with that. Both sides look really nice, but it goes to show that it really just depends on your preference, whether you want something a little bit more full coverage or you want something a little bit more natural. You can get that with this $8 palette. So you guys can see the difference with a little bit more product, with a little bit less product. Okay, bonitas, I am back. I finished my entire face of makeup. I actually added some things to the eyes. That's why they look a little bit different than when you last saw me. But I'm ready to talk about the new Catrice Magic Shaper Face Cream Palette, que se ve así. I have to say, bonitas, this is so good. Like, I was looking at my makeup and I was like, wow, I really like how everything came together. There's no patchiness. Everything just blended so beautifully. I feel like that's always important because sometimes I feel like people think like, oh, it's $8, it's cheap. It probably looks and feels cheap. No, this does not look or feel cheap. It applies so beautifully onto the face, and I really love the vibes of this. I will say out of the two sides that I did, because one side is a little bit more full coverage and then the other side is a little bit more natural, I definitely do prefer the more natural side. I just feel like it comes together very, very beautifully. So I would say, in my opinion, I would recommend this palette, especially if you've been somebody that's been wanting to try a face palette and you kind of just want a palette that has it all in one little palette. This is going to be the game changer for you. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Let me know to continue doing estos videos para ustedes. Let me know what type of videos you want to see next, whether it's reviews, whether it's tutorials. I'm kind of in the mood really soon to sit down and do a tutorial, like maybe just trying a bunch of new makeup and just sitting down and doing one. Let me know if you would want to see like high-end mixed with affordable, or if you just want to see one high-end one and one affordable one separately, and I can definitely do that for you guys. I also do want to say, don't think I've forgotten about reviewing the new Urban Decay foundation. That is on my list of priority items to review, so definitely stay tuned for that video. But I have a lot of content coming, so definitely stay tuned for it. Make sure that you hit that notification bell so that you are notified every single time I upload. Y creo que eso es todo. So, nos vemos pronto. I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Don't forget to stay safe, stay blessed, and stay beautiful. And I'll see you guys later. Adios, bonitas.